Hello, fellow trailblazers. My name is Zarya, and I'm here today to talk about the really underrated pairing of March 7th and Yanqing. So, even though I haven't used Yanqing in a while, I did use him in 1.0 to 1.2 a lot. As you can see here, even though he is completely stripped of relics, his traces are max except for these two. And he is level 80 out of 80. So I'm here to discuss today why I think March 7th is really underrated when paired with Yanqing. So for starters, March 7th has an ability where she increases the taunt value of whoever has her shield, right? This increase in taunt value is about 500% of their taunt value. For example, March 7th, who is a preservation character, has a taunt value of 7. And this 500% taunt value will make it so that March 7th has 35 taunt value instead of the usual 7 if you put her shield on herself. In my opinion, March as a effect hit rate build user is really good for sustaining your entire team without actually sustaining them. Let me explain. All you really have to do with this build is just slap on an EHR chestplate on her, get some EHR substats from your relics, and run either Landau's Choice or Moment of Victory on her. Then, when you step into a battle, all you really need to do is just shield herself and you're basically done. You're almost guaranteed for every enemy to be hitting her no matter what. It's not the same as Fire Trailblazer's Taunt, where it's a guaranteed chance, but the odds of March getting hit are so high that it's almost guaranteed. And Yanqing's taunt value, although it remains the same, his probability of getting hit actually gets lowered when March's probability of getting hit is increased, because you can only have 100% chance, right? So if your March, for example, has a 70% chance of getting hit, and once she applies the shield on herself, she becomes a 90% chance of getting hit. Then Yanqing will drop from a 30% chance of getting hit to a 10% chance of getting hit. So this is another part where I really think is really good. Even though it's not really too obvious that this mechanic happens, Yanqing will 99% of the time just be left completely alone. This really alleviates the need for Japart. As we all know, many content creators and theory crafters out there really don't recommend using Yanqing unless you have a well-built Japart that can have 100% shield uptime and basically ensure that shield never goes away on Yanqing, so that he always maintains his Soul Steel sync buff. In my opinion, even if you don't have Japart, you can still have a really good Yanqing team if you build your March 7th correctly. I'll give you a quick and dirty rundown on how to build her. I personally don't have a really good build on her because I prefer using Japart, but I can just steal a few of his relics right here. You see? This is effect hit rate, by the way. You always want effect hit rate if you're running the freeze build. So let's just filter out effect hit rate. There we go. And we can just take this. This is Japart's piece, by the way, but I just put it on Bronya because I was doing something else. Effect hit rate. Yeah, you can take this. You don't even need March's shield to be really strong, by the way. You just need it so that March doesn't die. Yeah, I don't really have. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. And then for planner set, you really do want defense here and energy regeneration on the rope. So even if you don't have any effect hit rate on the rope, I really just recommend running the energy regeneration rope, no matter what. So let me just grab that. Oh sorry, that's attack. Yep, and this is a really good sample March build. As you can see, a lot of effect hit rate, 97.6% effect hit rate. With March, you usually want about as much as you can get, like maybe 100 to 110% effect hit rate. But even at my current effect hit rate, she's still freezing a large majority of the time. So I do have a pretty decent March build, even though it's not the best or anything. I can see myself using this for really long time if I didn't have to part. See, all you need is just this. It's not that hard. I'm even using a 4-star and I'm still getting 134 speed. Even though I'm not a tier crafter or a content creator who really talks about in-depth game analysis or character analysis, I do think that this is a very interesting topic that I haven't really seen many content creators or tier crafters talk about. So that's all the content I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that I provided some knowledge or additional insight that you can use to advance your Honkai Star Rail account further. This has been Zarya. Goodbye.